Audio video sync. Oh, don't fuck me up like that. Okay, Jesus Christ, man. Fuck you. Cheers. Cheers, mate. Cheers. To, first episode?
First episode.
First episode. Hey. This is, different.
A lot different.
We should probably get these a little bit closer to us.
Are you sure?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Saurus. This is...
Is that COVID?
No, it's just bird flu. We're fine.
Okay. What a relief.
I'm going to try not to touch my mic stand. This is not the usual thing that we're used to doing. This is my friend Clyde, by the way. Happy
Hello.
Tuesday. Normally we're making tier lists and we call it Tier List Tuesdays, and today we're taking a Tuesday off. We're having some drinks.
Absolutely.
We're chilling. We came up with one or two questions that we could just kind of conversate about. And I'm going to set a timer so we're not going on for too long. And cool. So,
Sweet.
get off your phone, you motherfucker.
I'm looking at the script.
We have a script?
No, I didn't make a script.
Cheers to no script.
Cheers to no script.
Cheers. Don't drink unless you're of legal age.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so why don't you take a minute, just introduce yourself. You're a new part of the Tier List Tuesdays family.
Well, my name is Clyde A. Saurus, like the dinosaurs. I started out on fan fiction. It was pretty good.
I did not know that.
I wrote some pretty raunchy stuff.
Okay.
I will not tell you that they still exist because I totally deleted everything about it except the channel name because I still go on fan fiction occasionally.
Okay.
Because, like, I have some stories I follow on there that I really enjoy.
Cool. Yeah. Props.
Yeah, but now I'm moving my way. I started making memes on YouTube.
Okay.
The Clydosaurus is, like, the only username that is not taken on YouTube for me. So, like, I'm very fortunate when you Google Clydosaurus, I'm the first thing that pops up.
Nice. That's good.
So,
I think if you look up Teller Morose on YouTube, it's like...
You're literally, if you Google Clydosaurus, you're right underneath me because
Really?
I'm in one of your mentions.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I'm in one of your
yeah,
titles.
we made a song a long time ago, and I don't know what happened. Like the video that we recorded, like the SD card was garbage or something.
Yeah. It's trash. We
Same
didn't get
camera.
Didn't get the music video done.
No, but we did make the song, Fat Fabio,
Yeah, Fat
because
Fabio.
we made the album art. I think you drew that, and I was like,
Yep.
it looks like Fabio if he just like really fucked up somewhere. Like,
His metabolism was not what it was meant to be.
yeah. It's just if he weren't for some reason just what does that guy do, by the way?
Fabio?
Yeah.
I don't even know anymore.
It's like, I mean, nowadays I'm sure he just like sits on a white horse shirtless and just waits for death. But like, that got sorry.
I mean, he was like one of the beautiful icons back in the day.
Yeah,
so,
he was
like,
on like every fucking romance novel cover.
right.
And I never
Every
really
single
saw him
one.
as like the ideal man physically.
No, me either.
I kind of looked at him. I'm like, that guy looks kind of like he might kill people.
Right, like a barbarian.
Yeah, Fabio, if you're watching this, on the off chance,
Like-
we're gonna talk shit on you for a couple minutes. We hope that's all right.
I mean, hope so.
Yeah, I hope he watches.
That'd be great.
I mean, like he has the perfect career in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
It's
right?
like just show up and be handsome, and that's pretty much it.
Right, we'll paint you, we'll sketch
Yeah.
you, we'll take pictures of you and put you
Yeah.
on these covers of novels. You don't have to do anything but
Right,
look pretty.
stand in front of a green screen and like hold this woman in your arms or some shit,
Right.
Or like fucking, he was on a couple different TV shows. Like he had like his stint on a Nickelodeon for a little while where he just showed up as himself, and they're like, yeah, he's the fucking handsome guy.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
remember that. Yeah, they also did that to what was it? The guy that ate the burger.
The guy that there's a lot of those.
No, okay. Give me a second. I'll remember. David Hasselhoff.
Oh yeah.
David
He had his
Hasselhoff.
he was in
Everyone
the
knew
fucking
Hasselhoff.
SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, he was in the SpongeBob movie.
That was a strange cameo
That
for him.
was so
I
funny,
know
though.
there's a lot of people, like kids, that watch that movie and they're like, I don't know who this is, but like he's a boat now, so that's cool.
But yeah, that was hilarious. And like people who do know him, he does have a few like songs out.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
You ever heard
shit.
True Survivor?
No.
Oh, it's dope.
Is that like his band or something? Or?
No, it's a song he
okay.
made for a YouTube series.
Huh.
Yeah, you know the Action Hero YouTube series that came out?
Not in the slightest.
I can't remember the name of it. Man.
This is fucking me up, man.
It's really incredible. It was absolutely
damn.
insane. I'll have to show you that song afterwards. It's
Dude,
so good.
Absolutely. So you guys go look up that song and maybe also look up Fat Fabio so that we can get some fucking royalties or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I don't think I have that released on any of the streaming services, which is unfortunate. I definitely should.
I mean, honestly, I think we should re-record it and re-release it. If you guys want that.
But see,
just,
if we're if we're gonna make another song, it should just be a new song rather than like a rebrand of the same one.
I understand, but our production skills, I'm going to say because I also was terrible back then. Our production skills were terrible. So, like, the music is a lot louder than our actual vocals. It's hard to hear us in the entire song.
Yeah.
If you didn't know what the lyrics were, you wouldn't know what we said.
Yeah. We, this isn't a we thing, I'm sorry. I have an album coming out. This will be the first time anyone hears about it. More stuff. I know, crazy, right?
Gasp! I didn't even know
there will be
about
more
this.
coming. Yeah, you did.
What? I did?
Yeah, it's. You remember the dude? You're on like 12 of the Sun. I'm just kidding. I was making lyric videos for him, and there's a couple songs on there that are like very extreme forms of metal.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find the lyrics, so I was listening back to myself going for fucking 3 minutes straight. I'm like, the fuck did I say?
Right. What
like
did
one
you
of the
say?
songs, I ended up finding them, which thank God, they were on the session that I recorded them on. There was on like a little notepad, but I remember listening to it and I was like, how am I going to figure out what the fuck? Like one of the songs is about like Lord of the Rings or some shit. And I was like, there's like very specific things in that song, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. It's just like Lord of the Rings shit. Like, how am I supposed to remember all the names of the orcs that I said?
I mean, that's a good point.
It didn't go that far. It wasn't that specific, but I was sitting there like trying to listen back to like my soloed vocals, and I was like, no, I give up.
That's funny.
Yeah, that fucked me up for a good couple days.
Did it really?
Yeah, those lyric videos, like, they're very simple, but at the same time, they took me so much time to just sit and, like, type the lyrics out onto individual parts of videos, and they don't even look that great, so I'm a little bummed out by that, but, they'll be out, eventually. You'll see some posts, if you follow either Tier List Tuesdays or myself on social media, you'll find, some of the stuff there, eventually. Give it a month.
Yeah.
We had a question prepared, and
I don't remember what the questions were.
I
was trying to look them up, but then you got on to me for having my phone.
Oh, yeah, no, because you're being a little fucking... Anyway, I remember the one that we were thinking about, or the one that really caught my attention on my own... Podcasts are hard, man. The one that was stuck in my head for a long time was, what does your ideal life look like? And I chose that partly because we could definitely rant about it for an hour, and also because I feel like that's one of those things where you hear that question, and if you heard it today, you would probably have a different answer than you would, a month from now. At least, that's how it felt for me, where it's like, the way that people think about how their ideal life would be is ever changing, and as time goes on, the people decide things or make decisions in their life that would kind of change the landscape of what their perfect world would look like.
Right.
This is a weird topic after getting off of a Fabio and
right. It's very.
My ideal life is Fabio.
I want to be like him. I want to be with him.
I mean, I did say he does have kind of the ideal job where you just show up and be yourself and be handsome and like you fucking win.
Dude, I mean,
How big do you think his house is, by the way?
I feel like he would have like a ranch house, like.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Like it still ride horses and stuff.
Yeah.
Just because he's like that guy.
Like small house in the middle of like a lot of land.
Yeah. Where he tends to his own ranch, and whenever they do photo shoots, it's on his property.
That's fucking genius. Why can't we be handsome?
I'll still take photo shoots. I don't expect anyone to want to see them.
Yeah. That's you know. You never know.
Some people out there. No, I don't know. I guess like the ideal for me personally though, the ideal for everything itself, like what I want to do and everything, I want to make music videos for the rest of my life, like help direct, edit videos.
Yeah.
Because it seems like I'm OCD enough that I can get it done pretty quickly and like make sure that everything is absolutely perfect for a video.
Right.
But at the same time, it was like it's one of those things that like it just seems like really relaxing to sit down and just work on something and get something done, even though you can be at your own house doing it.
Yeah.
So I always figured that would be easy and fun, but it's not easy. But it is.
I was gonna say, as someone who edits videos somewhat regularly, oh my god, sometimes it's annoying.
Right. If you checked out my YouTube channel, Clyde A, like you'd see my memes and like my edits are pretty good. I made a couple AMVs other than memes.
Okay.
And my AMV, my favorite one, I call it my most popular because I literally watch it myself over and over again.
It has the most views because you're just sitting there refreshing it.
Yeah, refreshing it, but just to watch it for myself because I really enjoyed that edit. I mean, there's a few things in it I know I could fix, but I only had 1 minute and 20 seconds worth of like cartoon to edit into a 3-minute music video. So I took 1 minute and 20 seconds of unlooped, footage from My Little Pony, and I looped it to make it look like a Sierra music video.
Okay.
And it looks so good. I highly if you're into that, you should check it out.
We'll throw a link to your channel in the little description.
The description.
While
we're linking me, we should link my Twitch channel too, right?
Yeah, follow Clyde on Twitch at twitch.tv/
Clyde_A_Saurus.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah, no.
I don't go on Twitch enough to fucking. I wish I did because I know there's tons of people that I really like on Twitch, but
I'm thinking about moving it to YouTube. But like, I wanted to keep my YouTube page like my meme and practice video editing page. So if I move over to YouTube, I don't think I'll keep my live streams on there. Oh, okay. Instead, I'll probably just live stream on there just because I can. And then if I save the videos personally, I'll clip edits together and probably make compilations. Try and make new memes out of them.
Yeah, that's. I mean, the one guy that I found him on YouTube, but he obviously live streams on Twitch. The 8-Bit Drummer, highly recommend him. He's just playing like an electronic drum kit along to like these really memey songs.
Really?
Yeah, it's like like it's like the fucking me menu theme, but it's the worst things you've ever heard or something like that. And he's just playing along and like laughing at it as he plays, and it's like he's talented and it's also just funny as shit. But.
Right. Did he ever do Sans from Undertale theme?
I think he did.
That'd be awesome.
I think he did a whole thing where he did like the entire Undertale like OST.
Really?
Yeah. It was just like a long, like 2-hour long live stream, excuse me.
Of him just playing to
every single song, yeah.
Wow, that's
I'm
awesome.
pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah.
That'd
cool shit.
Sick.
Highly recommend that guy. I don't know, like I want to get onto Twitch, but something about it's just like kind of like weirdly unnerving to me, where it's just like, where do you start? How does it work?
Do you have a console?
What do you mean?
Do you have a console, like a console game system?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're all under there.
Oh, cool. You have like is it a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One?
It is an Xbox One.
All right, do you have Twitch downloaded on your Xbox One?
I don't think so.
Okay, download Twitch on your Xbox One.
Okay.
All right, then while you're playing a game, hit the share button. I think they have a share button on yours.
Okay.
All right, then you go to broadcast gameplay, and then you pick Twitch, and then that's how I got it. But I have a PlayStation, so mine's a little different.
Okay.
So I think it's pretty much similar for you. Literally, though, like I'm pretty sure it might be because I know when I have PCs that run like Microsoft, whenever I'm playing games, it always tells me there's a button I can press to start recording.
Oh yeah, it's like you're like kind of next to the start button thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Xbox has the back button or whatever it is. I think you can use it to broadcast, but.
Yeah, but if you want to start on Twitch, that's what I would do. I'd start on your console, or if you want to rig your PC to be able to stream, then all you have to do is really just download a few apps that screen record and things like that.
Yeah.
If you don't have it already.
And I think I have something.
Link it to your Twitch account.
Oh no, because I got a new computer. Wow. no more trying to record shit on my really awful MacBook from 2012. Now I have a Mac Mini from 2020. If you like PC and hate Mac, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, it's fucking nice. It's recording our audio at the moment right now. And yeah, 64 gigs of RAM, so I'll never have to worry about anything crashing ever again.
Oh, you could totally stream. I can't stream on my potato of a PC, which is why I switched to my PlayStation.
See, and that's probably the right way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to do like live streaming audio production stuff or something like that, but I'd have to, sort that out. That's a whole different thing. But
that's a whole nother ball game.
Cheers to a whole nother ball game.
A
cheers.
Cheers.
Initially, I thought we'd leave the mic stands like on the table because I have the smaller ones, and then I realized that if we do this, it's gonna like destroy audio.
Yeah, why do you do that? By the way, would cheers you?
It's
specifically right here on this peanut butter sticker, probably from that Froyo place.
Yeah, Menchie's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even bring it up. The table that we're sitting at has, well, originally it was just a white table, and it says "Sticker Bomb Me" written in Sharpie, I guess. When I was living in an apartment complex, pretty far away from where we are now, one of my roommates had it, and he's like, "Yo, if you have stickers, put them on there." And I was the only one that put them on there. And then they left the table, and they just kind of ditched me, and I had to pay 3 people's rent because they just fucking dipped.
Dude, what?
Yeah, did I never tell you about that?
Dude, no, I never. I mean, I knew about the table, but I didn't know that's how this table came to be.
Yeah, they
which ones are there, so I know when I get more stickers to cover them up.
No, you don't do that. I'm pretty sure all of them are mine, actually. This one might be one of theirs, but what does it say?
I mean,
Zoom nope, that was from when I went to Repticon. That was definitely mine.
Built for the wild.
Yeah. Yeah, I had 2 roommates when I was living near the college that I went to. And one of them was on like I forget what you call it when he was on the reserves, military reserve.
Oh, okay.
And the other guy, he didn't go to college with us. He just like worked 4 jobs, and I rarely ever saw him.
Right.
Unless he got home at like 4 in the morning and would start playing Overwatch or something and scream as TV, and I was trying to sleep and fuck that guy.
Whoa, really?
Well, he also ended up stealing shit from me.
No, but you guys fucked?
No, I did not fuck that guy. I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I dismiss him as a person of interest in my life, be it as a friend or otherwise.
Okay.
So
namely, you didn't want to fuck the guy. You just meant like fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me clear that up.
Fucking way to ruin my train of thought. Oh yeah. So the guy who's in the reserves, he's like, "Hey, I just got put on active duty at this military base nearby. I can't fucking live here and pay rent and then drive 3 hours to go to military base every day. So I'm just gonna live there." And I can't pay rent anymore. Like, I gotta go in a couple days. And I was like, okay, that's fair. The other dude just fucking left.
Really?
Yeah, he just, like, took some of my shit, and he took some of his own stuff, and then he just left. So then I was sitting there in a 3-bedroom apartment by myself, sitting there like, John Travolta and Pulp Fiction shit. Where I was just like, what do I do? What? Huh. So yeah, I ended up just packing up all of their stuff in with mine. So I got like a coffee maker, I got a couple posters, a couple other things, and one of them was this table that we are slowly but surely adding stickers to.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice, man. It's
pretty okay.
It's not a good table, but
honestly, it's shaped like an ironing board.
I don't think I could use this as an ironing board.
I wouldn't try
I think this is plastic. So
I mean, it could have been an old ironing board thing, like the old school square ones.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
It's just missing that fabric piece that you're supposed to tuck into these little holes. Or maybe it's just been a small table its whole life, and we just really don't know. That's the true conspiracy out there, whether this table was an ironing board or not.
This is a shitty conspiracy theory.
I mean, it's the first of the channels, so I'm hoping that the shitty
you know what? You're right.
As it gets.
This is the most low budget we could possibly make this. I took a table that was free. Mic stands were probably like $20 a piece. The mics were 3 for $90. the most expensive thing is the fucking video camera.
Right. Is that the same one we used to film?
Yeah. That's the exact same one. That camera's been through some shit. Dude.
Yeah, I bet. No, I
you
don't
you
doubt
right
it.
there, you right there. You've been through some shit.
You've been through a lot of shit.
So
I just remember the one time, like when we first got it. The first time we tried filming an interview and it never came out because the SIM cards got fucked.
Yeah, and that happened twice. I'm sorry, I just hit my mic stand. We were planning on doing interviews for bands in our local area and trying to make like sort of a blog/media thing out of that. And I think it was just the SD card that I had was the same one that we used for that video that we were trying to make. So it just didn't work.
Yeah, it was just shit.
And I don't know why I didn't think to replace that initially, but a few years after that, I went to our mutual friend's house. Or his grandmother's house in a different city. The guy who was with us for the interviews. Not saying his name. Please act casual. That's not his stage name anymore, but that's what he is on our channel, so fuck it. We were staying at his grandmother's house. Or rather, he was staying there. She was not there for one reason or another. And I remember I was like, oh, dude, like, I'll bring my camera and some of my recording equipment, and we'll, like, make a song while we're there. And he's like, yeah, that'd be awesome. And then I got out of the car, and I walked inside to his house, and it started to pour down rain. And I was just like, well, you know, I guess I didn't bring my camera. So, you know, we can't do that. We can still try to record audio, and then that ended up not happening. And I left the next morning. I stayed the night there, and I saw the fucking video camera on the ground next to my car after it had rained all night.
No.
And
you brought it with you and didn't know?
I kicked it out of my fucking car as I was getting out, or as I was like leading to get stuff out of my back seat. It fucking fell out of the car and sat there through the rain, and now it's recording this podcast. I don't know how the fuck it still works.
Did you put it in rice?
I took it apart and got like one of those like screen cleaning cloth type things, and I just fucking dug in there as much as I could.
Get all the moisture out.
Yeah. And I mean, it fucking works fine.
Honestly, you let it dry thoroughly before you turned it back on. That's pretty much how electronics work.
But I mean, that's the thing though, man. It sat outside overnight in the rain. I don't know how the fuck it still works.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Maybe it's just that, that
Christ.
powerful.
Hold that thought. I want to make sure this is still running. Cool. We're doing great, guys. We're real professional here on the take it to the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely professional as fuck. You know.
Yeah. We're trying to figure things out with this. We're right now just having a good time. I thought it'd be something to put extra on the channel other than like the one video a month thing that we've been doing.
Yeah, maybe 2 a month will get you more viewership.
Maybe, man.
My God.
That'd be fucking cool, dude.
That'd be dope.
I'd love to get 2 more viewers a month. Christ. We were talking about the ideal life. I totally just vanished from that.
Life.
Yeah,
Yes.
we kind of talked about the ideal job. But is that ideal to just like...
Well, that was like my life would be like to wake up, work that job because it's like my retirement job. It sounds like fun to do while I'm like I'm just retired. I just keep editing and stuff. Yeah. So like for me, like waking up, doing like something productive that's super simple. I can get it done in a few hours and then have the rest of the day to myself, kind of thing. Like, right. So like that would be for me. My ideal life would be to make money doing that. Yeah. Like the video editing kind of stuff. Right. And I would not mind if it's just a few hours a day. That's like easy. I do that for when I stream, man.
But what if it was like
hours a day?
What if it was like 13 hours a day?
13 hours a day?
Of like pretty much nonstop editing.
Hey, that would be like me making my movie I'm planning on making in the way future. So like secret plug now, but I'm not going to give any hints on what
you heard it here first, folks. If this never happens, throw some rocks at him. No, I mean,
it's gonna be really shitty.
That's the thing, man. Like, a lot of people tend to move towards the idea that if you're working in like entertainment or anything like that, that you're just like not doing a lot. It's like usually it's the opposite. Like, I work more on my music shit and everything else than I do in any day job I've ever had, but I like it so much. That's the fun part. It's like it's cool work. You know, it's still work, and it still kind of sucks sometimes. You know, it's no different than any other job. You're going to have issues and sometimes work with people you might not like or anything like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's fucking fun.
Yeah.
And that's what, I think that's what people get really upset with, like, working in entertainment about. They're just like, oh, actors just show up and say some shit and go home. And it's like, dude,
so
no.
It's
like, you're so wrong.
Like, it's so hard. I love acting. It's one of my favorite things. Like, I'm hoping, like, I could, like, use, this and other ventures I'm trying out to help build my record of, like, things so I can try voice acting, because I really want to get into voice acting.
Yeah.
So right now I'm borrowing a microphone, and I'm going to start going. I'm trying to see if I can find online voice acting classes.
I think you can.
To really, like, learn how it works rather than just dream about how it works and analyzing cartoons and stuff and how they do it.
Yeah.
But
I've got a buddy that was, like, super invested in the voice acting stuff. I can get you guys in touch if you want.
That'd be dope. Be awesome, because, like, that's the one thing I'm trying to do, because I do so many, I do weird ass voices, like,
yeah, they just
I'm
pop
doing
up
one
every
right
once
now
in a while.
by accident.
Your normal voice is like, I'm usually talking like this, but for this podcast I'm gonna talk like this.
Yeah, you can notice that our voices are almost similar.
Yeah,
so I had to, like, pitch mine way different
sometimes. Oh, you don't have to do that. We'll just be the same guy. We'll just have a conversation with ourselves,
The only way they won't believe it is if I just interrupt you sometimes out of nowhere. Otherwise, they're going to think it's, like, one person talking for both sides.
I should just change the video format to just me saying the shit into a mirror.
Right. Just put a mirror here instead of me. Just, like,
no, but then, like, the mirror's got to say exactly what you're saying. So God, that'd be so much work. I hate myself for thinking of that. Sometimes on the Tier List Tuesdays episodes, I'll start saying some shit, and then I'll realize while I'm recording, it's like, oh, God damn it, now I have to do some weird audio or video edit. And, like, I'm making it harder for myself, and I don't want to fucking deal with this. And Yo-Yo's just like, then stop doing it. I'm like, yeah, but it's funny. Like, what else am I supposed to do?
But it's gonna be funny.
Yeah. The fucking we did a tier list of the Pokemon types, like fire, water, electric, so on and so forth.
Oh yeah.
And it got to a point where we were just like, okay, like electric type Pokemons, and Yo-Yo would be like, oh dude, there's Pikachu and there's Raichu, and he just started naming Pokemon, and which was totally fine, because he was pointing out that, like, those Pokemon are cool or whatever. That's not exactly what he said, but I was editing the videos, or the video portion of it, and at the beginning, we'd done that like maybe 4 times, so I was putting PNGs of the Pokemon in the bottom right corner of the screen. And then by the end, I had, like, I think 300 PNGs of different fucking Pokemon, and I was, like, tearing my hair out, because every time you said a Pokemon, I was like, fucking get rid of that one, put the new one in. This one has a background, god damn it, edit that out. And then I told him that I was doing that, and he was like, why are you doing that? Just don't do it. I was like, no, I'm already like 30% done. I gotta stick. I gotta stick with it now.
Yeah. I've made a couple of editing errors, trying to make some memes. I have one meme I've been working on since, like, last year, but I haven't released it yet because I fucked my editing process, and I just didn't want to touch it because I got mad.
Oh yeah.
Basically, what I did was I took. I took the video. I won't tell you what the meme is. I'll just tell you what I did wrong.
Okay.
I took the video. I clipped it how I'm supposed to clip it for an edit for a meme.
Mm-hmm.
But I deleted the video and kept the audio, because all I needed was the audio from the clips.
Okay.
Problem was I couldn't tell the audio clips apart without the video above it. So I had already, before I realized it, I had done too much to Control Z my way out of my situation.
Yep.
So it was already too late. It was already saved, corrupt files. I had to I was gonna have to restart the whole process. And instead of doing that, I just said, you know what? I'll just listen to each one, and then I'll see if I can write a note on which one, or, like, recolor them or something, or move them in different positions so I know which one I'm messing with.
Right.
And instead, I was like, all right, but I'll do that tomorrow, and I haven't touched the project since.
It's been like 75 years since I've touched that session.
I mean, honestly, it was gonna be to me, it was gonna be a funny meme, but it would have only been funny, like, to people who get, like, loud humor, like Jacksepticeye. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's that unexpected loud humor that really would have got it.
I hate, like, there's been a handful of different things for me, especially audio, like, music stuff where I'm working, like, when I worked in, like, GarageBand or something, and I'd, like, screw something up, and then I was like, well, I can't just, like, bring the vocals back the way that they were, so I can either re-record the vocals or I can trash the entire song. And that's what I did. I just trashed the whole fucking project. I'd be like, fuck this, I'm sick of it, and throw that shit away. And that was the end of it. Where I could probably go through and find some old projects on my laptop of just like a really, really cool beat, and then like something is like one thing is wrong in the vocals, so I just never released it. Because I'm just a fucking idiot and don't want to go back and fix things.
Oh, Lord.
I've since gotten way better about that. But, at the time when I was like, 17, 18 or whatever, I was just like, fucking flip my laptop over and like, let's see what's on TV. I just like completely give up just because like one little thing went wrong. And
no, yeah, I do that all the time when I'm messing with Fruity Loops on my phone. I like literally was writing. It was so dope. I like had inspiration right before bed, and I ended up going to bed really late because I kept working on it. But I started writing this piece with this inspiration, and then like I made like I'm by accident I made a really dope like bass line.
Okay.
That was to me is just beautiful, and I tried to repeat it in the higher range, but I couldn't just drag all of it, copy the whole thing, and paste it because it would be in the low range, and I have to go into each individual file and raise them each time because I did a bunch of copy pastes. So I tried recreating that, completely fucked the high range one, and haven't touched the project since. I'm like, I'll fix it later. And
yeah,
I'm just like, I don't have time for this.
That's like the worst thing. Like, it's either that or being distracted with like, fucking ADHD shit. But like something where you're like, oh dude, I can't wait to get back to this project, and then it's like 3 years past, and you're like, remember that thing? That was kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't. There's a few projects I've done. I'll be like, oh man, that one sounded so dope.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing for me is like, I got into a session one time where I was just fucking around and ended up making this kind of like post-rock, spacey, atmospheric thing, and I was like, this is pretty dope, and I, it's just like a song I did in a day, like we used to do, and I did that twice, where I just like randomly went to this kind of like spacey post-rock kind of shit. And I was, the third time, that week or whatever that I'd gotten into music writing and stuff like that, I was like, okay, don't make post-rock. Don't make post-rock. Oh, that fucking reverb sounds awesome. And then suddenly it's like post-rock song number 3, and I'm like, God, I hate myself.
No.
It's like, I mean, it sounds great, but also, what the fuck? Like, why does everything just sound like outer space right now?
Honestly, though.
It's a good time, though.
It sounds like a good time whenever that kind of stuff happens. I have a problem with like changing, like, because I like to stay generally in like my own like comfort zone of just expressing through art what I'm doing, rather than like putting like genres on what I want to do.
Yeah.
So like a lot of times I'll be writing a song and I'm like, oh, this is how it flows, and then someone's like, oh, that kind of seems like this kind of song, and I'll pick I'm like, oh, now I got to make the song into this genre. Oh no. But
no, that's when you hit them with a hard left turn and make it something like purely the opposite.
No, I've done that a few times. They were like, "Oh man, that sounds like a sick riff." I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, I can't wait for this country song to be released." Yeah. And they're like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be fire."
Dude, that guitar sounds gnarly. Thanks, man. This trap song's gonna be ridiculous.
I mean, guitar and trap is honestly beautiful.
That's like we were just talking about Polyphia. That's like crazy guitar, but it's just like very trap-esque kind of music.
Right.
That shit's cool, man, but only if you're really good at guitar.
Right. Oh,
that's
man.
Yeah. And
there was that one on the radio I was just listening to, Lamborghini or the cop car.
I don't think I've heard that.
Oh, dude, it's so fire. I'll have to show you it after.
I was gonna say we'll pull it up after.
We'll pull it up after, but it's dope. It's got that guitar into a trap beat, and it's
okay.
It sounds like kind of like some Renaissance stuff.
Okay.
It's pretty
I'm down
good.
for that.
It sounds pretty dope. I like it. But speaking of trap music, I'm thinking about making a couple remixes, because I don't do remixes very often. But I'm still in the idea phase. I have no idea if it's going to be like an actual project or if I'm just going to think it's hilarious. But I want to mix 2 songs together that I don't think anyone's ever thought about. As the
don't say it. Someone will read or see this.
I want
probably Fabio. He's gonna make the mashup before you do because he doesn't have any fucking thing to do.
I'll hint at it.
Okay.
One's from Codenames Kid Next Door. One of the songs in that show. There's a lot of them.
I was gonna say
one of those songs.
It's broad enough.
But the other one I can't really give a hint of. I mean, there's a few songs in it, I guess. So I get our Teletubbies. So Codename Kids Next Door and Teletubbies. And if you can figure it out on your own what remix I'm thinking about, then I'm going to love you. But I cannot emphasize enough how much I'm excited for this.
I hate that idea.
Oh no, you will love it once you realize.
I had to get real close to the mic to say that, so it'll fucking peak and shit. It's gonna be like clipping of just I hate that idea.
So much.
It's another fun thing that I always do that Yo-Yo always ends up hating when we're doing the TOS Tuesdays stuff is I record with a different mic when I'm doing it, but I'll get right up to the mic and just start going, this is the ASMR of me being a little fucking bitch. And, just, I'll do that for a good minute, and then I'll be like, follow our social media for more ASMR of me being a little fucking bitch.
Oh, man. I need to make a social media for Clyde A.
You need to make a social media for everything.
I don't have Twitter for Clyde A. I don't have Facebook.
We're going to do that as soon as this ends.
Yeah,
so I'm going to say in the description, there will be links to his social media. That's how fucking soon we're doing this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No,
so
right
immediately.
Right now, get your phone out.
Oh, you told me not to fuck with
put your phone away. God damn it.
Okay, then. Okay.
We're recording a podcast.
Cheers,
Cheers, boys. Yeah.
Cheers. There you go.
You just hit the mic with the bottle.
Yeah, I was cheersing the audience.
You fucking sociopath. Just do this.
Yeah.
That's going to be loud as shit. Do you see the fucking bump you just made on our audio? Yours is the top one, by the way. Can you see it?
You should put it in every time we clink our glasses.
Oh, no. No. I'll tell you what. We'll cheers again, and I'll add an explosion.
Okay, there you go.
Ah, what was that?
Ah! Welcome back.
Welcome back to us taking a Tuesday off.
What a wonderful Tuesday this is.
Yeah. Hey, what's your dream house look like, man?
My dream house?
Yeah.
I actually saw a picture of it on Facebook once. But then I realized that wasn't actually my dream house. It just looked really nice. And if I had that house, I would be like, that's a close second. No,
see,
my dream house is like a nice plot of land, completely flat, barren, like a meadow. Trees surrounding all over, gravel driveway. And then a button. You press and an elevator comes out of the ground. You have to go into the ground to get in my house because the rest of it's farmland for my crops and shit. Because I'm going off the radar and have my own radio, my own like Wi-Fi and shit, my own radio station. That's my dream home. That's
metal as fuck, dude.
You know what I mean?
And just go down there and it's like fucking Tony Stark's lab kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that would look weird is I would make little posts like the Teletubbies like speaker heads, but it would just be to vent air. In and out of the house. Yeah, but they'd look like the Teletubby thing, so people would just call my house the Teletubby land when they drove by.
What if you have like some fucking 8-year-olds running across your roof, I guess?
My roof?
Yeah, which is just grass.
I'm gonna hear it. Like, stop,
yeah, but
you fucking rabbits.
You're gonna be hitting your ceiling, and this is gonna be the grass is just having a sound underneath it, like... Just be like, why is that grass moving? Probably animal or something. Let's go get our ball. That's what the 8-year-olds say because they're 8.
I gotta like open up my elevator to come up, and they're standing on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You fall into my elevator shaft because it's a hole that opens up first.
Yeah, like what do you do if someone just like fell into your house? Dude, like, what if there's like a weird, like, I don't know, sinkhole in between your ceiling?
See, I thought about that, and I thought about making, to make my boyfriend happy so he wouldn't think our whole house is just underground.
Okay.
Just mostly my man cave area of the house. I was thinking, because he wouldn't be into all of that, making a Japanese, like, old school Japanese house style thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, with like a koi fish pond that went through the middle of it.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty dope. It'd just really be for looks, and everything else that's really cool is downstairs with techie shit. It's just so people show up, they take their shoes off so they don't track dirt underneath my underground house,
All your fucking Spider-Man outfits are in there.
Yeah. All my Spider.
All of
them. Absolutely.
Your basement or your whole house is just the basement and fucking Into the Spider-Verse where there's just like light up fucking suits from Spider-Man.
That's all I have in my house.
Yeah, it's just
my boyfriend's like, "Why did you invest all of our money into light up suits of Spider-Man?" And I'm like, "Look, I even have the rave suit. It's like decked out LED lights all over it."
It's like I got the one that Miles Morales wore in issue 52. It's like you don't even read comic books. What the fuck?
No, but I really liked that movie.
It was cool though. Remember?
You remember when it was really good?
Remember the scene where it was really good?
Yeah. You remember when like people made edits of that one thing into a meme?
No. When did that happen?
one scene in the movie where he runs into Gwen.
I'm being a total asshole right now.
Oh, so you did know?
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I clarified for those who had never been into the meme.
You know, you go ahead.
Into
fill the people in.
I don't remember what the meme was really about, though.
Oh.
I think they just put different songs to it.
Okay.
To be honest, I can't remember. It was very, for me, it was a very small tier meme. One of the big tier memes I would say is definitely Uganda Knuckles. One of my top memes of all time. Do you know the way?
I remember
my queen. This shit was.
There's
awesome.
that fucking video of it is people in VR chat, and there is a Uganda Knuckles there, which is funny. But it was like one of the fucking people that was in the chat room had a seizure. Did you ever see that?
No,
dude, it's fucking crazy because like, you know, like I think it's a recording from someone who's like, you know, standing by or whatever, and they just see like, you know, his fucking body just kind of collapse in a weird way, and at first it's just kind of like, oh, that's weird, and the guy's like, hey, you good? You all right there, man? And he's like, oh shit, guys, I think he's having a seizure. And like everyone, like no one's crazy mean about it, no one's doing anything weird, they're all just standing around, they're just like, yo man, like you take your headset off if you can hear us, you know, that might help because, like, you know, the lights or whatever. And there was surprisingly, like, everyone just kind of came together to make sure this dude was all right.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was about to be like, you're about to be like, these people just fucking ripped on him
like
they
destroyed his body. No, they were actually surprisingly, like, well working together. You know, they're just like, guys, like, you know, give him some space. Don't move around in front of his fucking field of view because that's going to make it worse and all this crazy shit. And it's like, dude, like, thank God people are like that sometimes,
right.
you know?
Like, they're like, if it's epileptic, then you definitely need to get out of his view because that's probably going to fuck with him hard.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Seizures fucking scary.
That is honestly horrifying. Actually, our buddy, our dragon friend, we call him Dragon Friend, the guy we were making that one song with.
Oh, yeah.
Our dragon friend. Actually, he actually, it's not funny, but he actually went through a seizure recently, and they're still trying to figure out what actually happened with it.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's okay, though, because, like...
That's good to hear.
Yeah, he's doing okay now. He's a lot better. He's got, like, I was told he has Virgo, so I think that might have something to do with it, but I really don't know anything about Virgo to really speak on it.
We could look it up.
Yeah, true, we could. We could do research later.
No, I was gonna look it up now, but
go ahead. Yeah, you told me not to touch my phone, so
I
I'm not touching it.
I know.
Go ahead.
Next time, I'll just bring the laptop in the middle of the. Virgo is not the zodiac sign. God damn it.
No.
Medical. Vertigo? Is that what you're?
Vertigo.
Yeah,
Vertigo,
like,
not Virgos. Sorry, Virgos.
Virgo.
Any Virgos out there that I just insulted by calling you a disease? I'm so sorry.
Vertigo is often caused by an inner ear problem. That's right. I have, I know a little bit about it, but not necessarily like. Okay, WebMD is full of ads, and I hate it.
Yeah, always.
BPPV. These initials stand for benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. Occurs when tiny calcium particles clump up in canals of the inner ear. The inner ear sends signals to the brain about head and body movements relative to gravity. Excuse me. Huh. It helps keep your balance.
That's cool.
I mean, vertigo is not cool, but like the rest of it is.
I mean, it's cool. I'm learning. That's why I think it's cool.
Okay,
it's because I'm learning new things.
That's fair. Yo, vertigo's kind of sick, bro.
Yo, man. Dope.
Vertigo's kind of dope, bro.
Dope, man. You can't balance? Dope.
Dope, bro.
No,
wow, I hate us right now.
I know, right? That's terrible.
Yo, if you got vertigo, just throw up some gang signs or some shit.
Yo, vertigo.
Yo, if you got vertigo, West Coast.
West Coast.
Cheers to the West Coast,
cheers
my
to
guys. Here's an explosion. Anyway. No, that one didn't even faze me.
No?
No.
Oh, wow. I didn't really see it, man. I wasn't looking.
Yeah, it was behind us. I'll green screen.
Oh, okay.
God, no, I'm not doing that. Fuck you.
You probably.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Where I'll say some shit like that, and then I'll be editing later, and then remember that I said it, and be like, well, now I have to.
No, I have to. You're gonna be like, no, and then like your edit's like, yeah, no, I did it anyway. And now I spoke it into existence. Now it has to happen, right?
I think I've done it once where I said something was gonna happen, and the edit was just like, no. It's like nothing came up at all. I was like, fuck this.
I give up.
You're like, 4 hours into an edit of like a, hour and a half long podcast. And I'm like, I'm going to edit in this. And my edit was just like, no. I don't remember. I either did that or thought about doing it. One way it's going to happen here in a minute. You'll see.
Right. So like I'm going to bring it back to the ideal home. What would be your ideal house?
See,
in the future, or like what you want in general?
I'm kind of torn because on one hand, I think it would be really awesome to have like a penthouse, like really crazy, like inner city, like, real nice place.
Yo, this is my crib.
Not just for that reason, but like, I looked in like penthouses that are in like the middle of, like New York City or Atlanta, or even, like surprisingly big cities where you don't really think about them, like in Missouri and shit like that, where they have big apartments and stuff.
Like Denmark.
Denmark?
Yeah, Denmark. Is that a city?
No. I'm like 105% sure that Denmark is... Well, no, I'm not. What the fuck? Denmark? Is that Colorado? Denmark. Country in Europe. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I was like, I'm 105% sure that my brain's like, are you though? Are you though? Are you though? Jesus.
I was never really good at geology.
Hey man, that's all right. Copenhagen's probably a good example though. Copenhagen, which is a place, a city that is in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like Belgium.
So my ideal home would either be crazy big penthouse in the middle of the city where I wouldn't have to own a car and I could just walk to places if I really wanted to.
Or get delivery. Everything delivers now.
Yeah. Especially if I were in like a big ass city, that'd be fucking cool.
Kroger delivers, man. That's dope.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a Kroger in like Chicago or anything.
Yeah, Kroger. If you want a sponsorship, hit me up.
Hit up him.
I'm totally down for a Kroger
I'm more of a Target guy myself.
You're fucking middle class.
No, there's a Kroger right up the street, so we always go there. But the other ideal home in my head would be to have, like you said, a lot of land and have a relatively big house. Not because I want to have a big house necessarily, but because I know that if I end up marrying my girlfriend, she's not going to want to hear goddamn drums blasting all the time.
Oh, right. You want
I want
a house separate from the other house.
Basically, yeah. I want a house that's big enough to where I can soundproof one section of the house to be the studio. And that's pretty much it. But
dude, that's why I'm going underground. No better soundproof than
I thought it was for the Spider-Man suits.
Well, no, not only that, man. I still got to record and shit.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna have like an old underground base. You're gonna like
That's
people are gonna be like, hey man, where are we filming at? Oh, here's my address. Wait, your house? Or oh no, we're meeting at my house. Oh, we're just gonna meet at your house then. All right, yeah. Then they come in, and I'm like, all right, we got to take the back door, and I hit the button. My shack turns into the elevator, like in the Spider-Verse movie, or like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I was like, there's the fucking cartoon.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember the name for some reason.
Jimmy Neutron.
Man, there's this dumb fucking. I feel so bad putting this person on blast, but I won't say who it is. This person is a friend of mine on Snapchat.
Okay, so I don't know them?
No.
Damn.
I barely know them.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, they had Netflix on their phone while they were traveling or something like that. And they had some Nickelodeon cartoon. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't Jimmy Neutron. But they're like, oh, this is about to be my day for the next couple hours. Because like I said, they were traveling. And then I was like, okay, whatever. Tap to the next thing. And then it showed Danny Phantom on, I think it was Netflix.
Yeah, it was on Netflix for a while.
Yeah, and he's like, never mind. I'm going to cut that because I said the gender of the person. They were like looking at the Danny Phantom Netflix thing. They're like, no, never mind. This will be my day. Got a blast. And I was just like, you are the dumbest idiot. That's Jimmy Neutron. Get your Nickelodeon together.
Come on, man. No, it's Going Ghost.
And listen, I know I'm like 13 for knowing that's. Thank you for. Yeah, I'm glad
welcome.
you're on my side here.
No,
yeah.
no, I understand.
It's like I'm fucking 24, but I still know my Nickelodeon shit.
No, absolutely.
You don't say I've got a blast about Danny Phantom, you fucking idiot.
No, Going Ghost.
I feel so bad saying that because I think I screenshotted that just so I could laugh at it later and just like had it on my phone for a while. Just be like, this
why
dumb fucking idiot.
That? And you're like, bro, you don't understand.
It's just like, listen,
I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb, you know. I'm not actually that dumb at all.
No, not at all, man. You're
gets mad at me when I say that.
I get mad at you too, you fucking smart ass motherfucker.
He gets mad at me if all right. So if he thinks I'm doing something that should be really basic knowledge. All right, you know what bouillon is?
No.
All right, so bouillon.
You're not alone.
Is this stuff is like you mix it with water and it makes chicken broth or beef broth. It makes a broth.
Okay.
Okay. So it was like this really fancy kind. It wasn't in this cube form. It was like a really fancy paste. You put it in a bowl of water, microwave it, and then you stir it together. But I didn't know you stirred it together. So we were making homemade chicken pot pie, and I had to mix the broth, but I didn't know I was supposed to mix it. I thought I just put it with the water, microwaved it, and it was done. So then he's like, all right, mix it with mix the broth with, what's in the pan. But I'd never made broth with bouillon, so I didn't know what the fuck the paste was for.
Yeah, no, I'm right there in the same boat.
I was like, what broth? You know what I mean? I got water. I guess this is what he means. And then I start doing it, so I'm pouring this water with the paste stuck at the bottom into this pan, stirring it around. And he comes over after I'm like, a good quarter of the way done. And he's like, what are you doing? Why didn't you mix it together to make the broth? And I'm like, what? And let's just say it went downhill from there.
Well, listen, man. Over on my bookshelf, off frame, there's my communication degree sitting inside of a book because I don't have a frame for it yet. That's one of those things where it's like, if you know that the person, did he know that you didn't know what you were doing necessarily?
Well, all right. So the thing was, I've used the cube bouillon before.
Okay.
But we were making ramen. So we had already put pre-made broth in a bowl. And we were just adding those to add more flavor.
Okay.
To make it more brothy.
Right.
And I didn't know that you need, I knew that the cubes need to be stirred. But I was like, the paste, maybe it just mixes itself. Maybe it's magic.
I mean, that's fair, though. Like,
it was just like my assumption. Honestly, it could have been, maybe, my mental disorders, like anxiety messing with me. Because I did pick up a spoon. Maybe I was like, should I mix it? But I didn't mix it,
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I should. And he was like, no, just pour it in, right? Not like, nah. He was just like, oh, pour it in. And I hadn't mixed it yet. So I was like, oh, maybe I just pour it in then. Oh, fuck. So I kind of let the better half of my anxiety get to me on that one.
That's, but like I said, that's kind of fair, though. Because if you're not sure what you're doing, the other person should, you probably should have also said, hey,
I cooked for more than 5 years professionally.
Right.
So he assumes I know my way around any kitchen product, even though I don't.
I was gonna say, because if your restaurant only focuses on one thing, like I knew that yours did. You still?
No, not anymore. No, I moved professional.
Hey, cheers to quitting our day jobs.
Yay! Cheers to that.
My drink's empty. Don't worry, there'll be 2 explosions. Now here's the other one. Cool. So,
fantastic.
Why am I doing this to myself?
It's just a copy paste, isn't it? By this point,
yeah.
Like 4 times, you'll have it down by this point.
But now, what if I make
3 more?
God damn it!
Make sure they're mini and they go to each point I made.
No, it's fine. It's cool.
He can just put no if he doesn't want to fuck with it.
Yeah, it'll just be 3 no's.
Nope. What'd you do? Oh,
I was just making sure we're still going good with the audio.
Sweet.
Anyway,
nope. Got a blast.
Got a blast, Danny Phantom. Jimmy Neutron.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Did that creep you out when you were a kid?
No, I loved Paul, man.
See, I heard so many people complain about how weird and creepy it was.
Oh, he was dope.
I thought it was kind of sweet.
He was my homie.
He was just like, yeah, that's what's up, Paul? Yeah. It's like, he's just a dude that's chilling with us watching Danny Phantom with us.
Man, he was digging all these shows with me.
I don't know, man. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's so weird," and I'm just like, "No, that's cool, dude."
Wait,
like,
I thought Paul was on Jimmy Neutron.
he was, yeah.
You said
still,
Danny
I'm
Phantom.
still being shitty to that person. On the off chance you're watching this podcast, you kind of deserve it. I'm just gonna be real.
I mean, to be honest, though, who would do that? You know what I mean? Ghost got a blast. They're
it's
not
like,
even
yeah, they're this, yeah.
I mean, did you see some kind of unsolicited thing on the internet that had that in there?
Oh, you know what was worse still was, despite it showing the Danny Phantom Netflix thing, put the little. I'm just blurring it. They put the little rocket emoji next to it, where I'm just like,
God, no, they
you got all of it confused.
They got a rocket next to it.
Yeah, and
oh my God,
it was rough. I was just like, guys,
I had to put that down for a minute because really, even the rocket, there wasn't a rocket in the frame.
No,
I've seen the box art of like the Danny Phantom of like everything.
Yeah,
so
he's like flying away or whatever.
It's literally just him flying with his little D, and if it's like the first few seasons where he didn't get the new upgraded suit with the really cool looking P in the middle, then it's just that normal looking suit, you know? You remember that?
I don't remember getting the... Did he have a DP on his chest?
Yeah,
I hate saying it that way because DP stands for something very different.
Phantom.
Yeah.
No, bro.
You just go and look up DP on Google, or especially being the first
if
thing
you're
you'll
under
find
18,
is
do not
Danny
do that
Phantom.
without the safe search on.
We all fucking masturbate.
Come on, man. I know, but like, family.
Okay, yeah.
There might be adults that go, "What are you watching? Why are they talking about DP?"
Danny Phantom. Just let your parents see this part. We're talking about Danny Phantom, the
That's
Nickelodeon
what DP
show.
stands for Danny Phantom.
Duh.
It's not what you think it is.
So I saw these two dicks one time.
Well, if anyone under the age 18 is watching this and they hear us talking, I hope to God, like their parents overhear us.
Yeah,
they'll become fans, Maybe
Yeah,
they like
that's
talking
true.
about, like, dicks with SpongeBob voices thrown in there.
Nope. So one more weird thing, talking about the ideal stuff, since we're supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, right. We're getting back
Fuck
on
the script,
track.
though, but like,
I mean,
we talked about the ideal job and the ideal home. Is there anything else just like miscellaneous?
The ideal life.
Yeah.
I remember that. We already talked about ideal life in the same sentence.
That's
like,
I don't think I ever said my ideal job, but I think we can all pretty much understand that it's musician/entertainer.
I was about to say, we already talked about the editing stuff and all that. It's
Yeah.
already pretty obvious what you're really into.
Yeah, I'm obviously into Danny Phantom and.
Oh man, have I got some links for you?
We will not put those in the description. /DP/ goth. I don't know.
Goth. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, paranormal. There you go.
No, paranormal. Yeah,
Paranormal
paranormal.
DP.
Oh my lord. Put taboo. Make sure you put taboo
oh,
because
yeah,
it is
yeah.
a taboo subject.
That's
Yeah, people fucking ghost. Like, what was that Patrick Swayze movie?
What?
Patrick Swayze movie, Ghost. Am I too old?
We're the same age. God, I'm
Yeah,
just
but
dumb and lived under a rock for
Okay,
most of my life.
There was a movie called Ghost with Patrick Swayze as like the main hottie, and
Okay.
like him and the woman. The woman was like doing pottery, and then him as the ghost helping her.
Oh
form the
yeah,
pottery.
I've seen the.
Looked
Yeah.
like the very orgasmic ordeal.
Yeah, where they're
Yeah.
like making the clay bowl or whatever.
Yeah, and she's like, ah.
Yeah, because she's
'Cause-
being touched by a ghost.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cold as fuck, man. I'm surprised she's not shivering harder.
Also because they're fucking.
I mean,
right?
shh,
Oh.
they don't do that.
Danny
They're
Phantom.
just-
Sorry.
Yeah, Danny Phantom does that.
That show on Nickelodeon does the sex part. Not
not
the Patrick Swayze movie.
Yeah, not the Patrick
Called
Swayze
Ghost.
movie. No, he's just shirtless, just helping her mold some clay. Using those muddy hands.
I
So
hate
dirty.
this a lot. Let's get off this topic. Ideal shit.
What was the other ideal thing you wanted to talk about before?
Well, I was just thinking like any like miscellaneous stuff where it's like,
What's the ideal food?
I think it depends on what time of day and how I'm feeling. Actually, the ideal food for me is probably scrambled eggs, a little bit of sautéed vegetables, cheese,
Yeah.
seasoning, maybe a little hot sauce.
My go-to is burgers. Any type.
I'm not a big burger guy. I don't know what it is.
Huge burger guy. Love burgers. You can tell. I love burgers.
Hey, man.
My favorite thing to make is meatloaf burgers. I basically do the same thing for meatloaf, except instead of baking it, I fry it like a burger.
Okay.
Grill it.
Yeah,
do like patties, like burger patties.
That sounds good, man.
Dude, it's so good.
I didn't say because I like meatloaf.
If you ever eaten meatloaf on bread, that's pretty much the same thing, except it looks like a burger.
But do you add like the burger like toppings, like cheese
absolutely.
and lettuce? And,
yeah, cheese, lettuce, tomato, all of it, man.
Pickles.
I'm not a big pickle on my burger fan.
Yeah.
I'm not even a tomato fan. I just name off everything I used to have to put on people's burgers.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm getting into mayonnaise, but I don't use a lot of it. I like light mayonnaise because it's like an extra cheesy taste. I don't know why. To me, mayonnaise tastes like cheese.
I kind of get what you're saying. I mean, I like eggs too much, so like mayonnaise is pretty good.
Yeah.
As weird as that might sound.
Yeah. No. I'm okay with eggs. Like I don't mind putting egg on a burger.
Yeah.
Put an egg on a burger. Oh man, I used to do that all the time. I used to put egg on a burger and a chicken on the same burger, and I'd call it a barnyard reunion.
Oh, fucking A, dude! I like that. That sounds good though. I knew people that would do
good.
like
throw some bacon on there too.
Yeah, I knew people that would do like they'd go to McDonald's and get like a chicken sandwich and a quarter pounder and like shove all the ingredients together into it.
I do that all the time. I'll get the McChicken and the either McDouble or the single burger, and I'll do that. It's pretty good.
I want to get into that, but I just feel like I don't like beef as much, to be honest, just because I feel like it fucks my stomach up a little too much.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Jesus Christ, about threw up.
You drinking too much?
No, that's the only beer I've had.
I just started with you.
Clyde, listen, Clyde, you're so good. I just fucking pass out.
That'd be awful. I would be scared. First off, I don't know how to turn off any of this equipment properly. So you'd have to edit out or leave in the fact that I'm just like, wake up, tell me what to turn off.
Space bar, button on the top.
Button on the top.
That's pretty much it. That's
great.
It's all pretty self-explanatory. Oh, and the microphone's got an off switch because they're not cool microphones. I don't
know.
they're
pretty cool to me.
Them. I looked at a frequency response chart, which no one's gonna give a shit about this. But frequency, this is my audio nerd segment of the podcast. An audio frequency response is like it's a fucking bar graph, or one of these, and like this side is how high of a frequency, and then this side is how loud it gets, and then it's a little line that says, hey, it gets loud here and quiet here.
He's gonna draw that graph, by the way, in post.
Nope. I might put a picture of one just to point out what it looks like.
Put it over your hand so that way you'll be like just pointing at the graph.
Oh yeah, I'll do this, and it'll be right in there. But yeah, with these, it's like the rough like 200 hertz, which is like relatively low, but not like sub bass kind of low. It's like fucking skyrockets, like plus 60 decibels. And I'm just like, why the fuck? And it's only when you get close to it. So when I go like this, you probably hear a little bit more of the bass.
How's it going, guys? My name's Markiplier. Welcome to the quietest Let's Play.
No, we can't do that. Honest. I'm gonna be so fucking sad. When that ends.
We'll have to cut that out because they're gonna delete that soon. So we can't make any reference to it, can we?
I think we can make reference to it.
We just can't put clips in.
Yes.
All right. So post edit. Do not put any Unis Honest clips in, or photos.
Yeah. No. Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. No.
We'll just consider it like a legend, if you will.
The legend of Unis Honest.
Yeah. It's cool shit.
Some pretty dope shit. If you haven't checked out Unis Honest, you should. It's about to go away. It's literally all of it's gone.
I think they're down to double digits on how many days they have.
Yeah, they hit the 100 milestone. 100 days left. Like almost a week ago.
Yeah.
So
Shit's
like
nuts.
it's almost done. It's like got like a 90 something days left. So like you should check it out while it's still around.
Sometimes that shit hits you in the feels in weird ways, and like the inevitability of death and shit is a common theme. So
yeah, it's pretty. If you're into the existential crisis that you're going through, you should check it out for sure.
If you're into like being real stressed out,
you should check them out because honestly,
you'll love Markiplier and Crank gameplays.
Oh my god, they do not stress me out any. Honestly, like honestly, I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did that on purpose.
Okay, look, if I would have done it on purpose, I would have like been so proud of it. But when you like repeated it to me, I'm like, what does he mean?
No, you definitely came up with that, and then you planted it in my brain so that you would make me look like the weird one who's making a dumb pun. And I'm kind of sick of it, man. I'm gonna be real with you. You're making me upset with this.
I'm making you upset with my fake puns.
Yeah, that you didn't even start and I started.
Are you for sure? The sticker says Shure on it.
Yeah, it's a Shure sticker from the microphone company Shure, who makes the kick drum mic that I have. And also, I think I'm done with this podcast.
Fuck. Also, that was deafening. I'm gonna have to.